as an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
right? And my question now is, seeing opportunity, seizing that opportunity, you make money.
Yeah.
How do you then separate your business money from your personal money?
Yeah. Well, you don't separate it
Okay.
because it shouldn't have been together in the first place.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, by the time you're separating it, it's too late.
Yes.
You know, I usually say to the people that are close to me that Avatar is rich.
Yes.
I'm not rich.
Yes.
So my agency has got money.
Yeah.
It pays a lot of people, over 100 people. It pays them. You know,
Yes.
it's got a good name with the bank. It gets big overdrafts if we need.
Yes.
And it raises capital. It looks good.
Yes.
But it's Avatar.
Yes.
And once you start treating your business as a person
Yes.
that you respect,
Yes.
like your father,
Yeah.
you know, then the money will never be together anyway.
Yes.
So by the time you are separating the money, you've already learned a bad habit.
Yes.
And even if, you know, even your corporate card, you must have discipline even in your corporate card.
Of course.
Because if you know that this is not a business lunch, don't swipe your corporate card.
Yes, of course.
Right?
Of course.
If you know you don't have money to go, but your corporate card has money, stay at home.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, because there's two people here. There's the business, which is actually recognized as an entity,
Yes.
and you.
Yes.
So what you are doing is helping this make money, and then it pays you.
Yeah, that's exactly
Right?
how.
So
it
rather
is.
make this more money so that it can pay you more.
Yes.
But you never ever taking its money.
Yes, of
it
course.
pays you. It's your boss.
Of course.
You
And
know?
yeah, you're right. And of course, also, it's because this one, your business,
Yeah.
does not have a limited lifespan.
That's it.
And that's what the banks look for.
That's it.
And you have a limited lifespan.
That's
so
it.
if you go past your business,
That's it.
you're actually running a
That's
very
it.
dangerous business.
That's-
You're not really running a business
No.
because it's going to close at some point in life.
That's it.
Yeah.
Your business is more sustainable.
Yes.
Because as we've seen, businesses can live for hundreds of years.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We, at most, if you reach 80, you are very
blessed,
lucky.
yeah.
So obviously, the banks will believe in something that will live longer
Yes.
because they're a longer game
Yes.
than you, who
Yes.
might just, you know, get out and get hit by a car.
Yes.
You have bigger risk
Yes.
to the banks.
Bank, yes,
You know?
yes.
So that's really it. So basically, the crux of it is, if you are thinking about separating, it's already too late.
Yes, of course. At what age did you realize the significance of financial literacy?
Well, I'm still learning. At 38, I'm still learning. We are the first generation, really,
Yes.
that has got the conditions to create financial freedom
Yes.
because of where we find ourselves in our democracy. And because of that, there's a lot of things that you have to unlearn. You don't have a rich uncle. You don't have anyone that can advise you about money.
Yes.
So the mistakes you make, and I still make them now, because at different levels there's different things, you know, and there's childhood traumas. Maybe there's something that you didn't have as a child,
Yes.
and you end up overcompensating
Yes.
for that. So for me, what I've learned is mistakes, you'll make financial mistakes, but I think it's to go in and look at the psychological reason why you made that mistake.
Yes.
You know, I love shoes. I buy less shoes now than I did because I found out that there's a psychological reason why I was buying shoes.
Yes.
Now you'd buy pairs of shoes just for buying them. You'll never even wear them.
Yeah.
So you need to start thinking, why am I doing what I'm doing? So finance is all about that.
Yes.
It's the why.
Yes.
People think it's the spend. It is fine to spend money
Yes.
on whatever you want.
Yes.
Because a lot of people also think that financial management is not spending money.
Yeah.
The management of it, you can manage to spend it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if today I decide I'm going to draw X amount and I'm going to spend it
Yes.
at Santon,
Yes.
that is also managing my finances
Yes.
because it's got a return for me.
Yes.
So financial management is not saving money.
Yes.
It's managing it.
Yes.
And sometimes if you manage and you say, okay, I've got 10 rand, but this 1 rand, I'll just do the most stupid thing.
Yes.
I'll just do whatever I want with
Yes.
this 1 rand.
Yes.
It's fine because you've managed the other 9 rand.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So and that's why people fear financial discussions, because they think that it's about not spending.
Yeah.
If I say, for my salary, 10% of my salary, I will do whatever I want
Yes.
with it. If I want to go to Conquer, I will go to Conquer.
Yeah.
If I want to buy shoes, if I want to just do whatever I want.
Yes.
But I'm managing that the 90% is safe.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So because financial management is not a burden, it's not restrictive.
Yes.
You know, if I want that 10%, I'm going for a massage, a facial, hey,
That's it.
I've managed that, I want to do that.
And that's your reward.
And it's
because
not just happening to you. So you are intentional.
Yes.
That I'm gonna go blow this money.
Yes.
And it makes you happy.
Yes.
Go for it.
Yes, because you planned it.
You've
You
planned
planned
it.
it. Yeah. So, and that's what I always say. Like, it's about management.
Yeah.
And I have 3 simple words, right? I said, make, invest, spend.
That's it.
So if you're not spending, then why are you making it?
That's it.
But you first need to invest before you spend.
That's it.
And that's what you're saying. If you have allocated 10%
Yeah.
to spend, then
Yeah,
that's,
and it's responsible for you to do that.
Yes.
So obviously you've got a responsible dynamic where you like, this is my condition, these are my obligations, my bond, my car, my whatever,
Yes.
and my kids.
Yes.
You know, because also selfishly managing your money can also be detrimental.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because it's about total equilibrium.
yes.
You know, because now you can't be out there doing stuff when your kids don't have food.
That's
You know, so
yes.
make sure that in your management is very empathetic.
Yes.
Because there's also a danger of managing your money selfishly.
Yes.
You know, and that's
Yes.
also a very big problem.
Yes.
Where you know, you haven't bought any present for your wife, but you're buying yourself presents
Yeah,
every time.
yeah.
Sometimes it leads to a relationship that can break down because you're
Yes.
managing it selfishly. So as much as there is that, but it needs to be balanced. I think.
Yes,
And,
yes.
But you're the only one that knows how to balance
it. Yes.
You know?
So on that note, why is it so important to teach young entrepreneurs finance management?
It is. It is at the beginning. It's generally advised. But I've got a very different view.
Okay.
I believe that teaching is one thing, but experiencing
Is another.
is the best thing.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, you can teach someone. You know, it's very hard to teach someone something they haven't learned.
Yes.
You know, to say to someone who's just started working, you know, don't buy a car,
Yeah.
buy a house.
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds very good, but will people see me in Santin in my house? You know, will I drive past my old high school in my house?
Yes.
So there's tensions.
Yes.
There's societal tensions, and sometimes people must be allowed to make those mistakes.
Yes.
You know, obviously guiding them and seeing how you can get it is important. But I find that the best teacher, especially around finances, is going broke.
Yes.
You know, then you learn very fast.
Yeah.
You know, you spent all your money. You've got 10 days to thingy, and maybe you take a bus to work, and you don't have bus fare, and you get in trouble with boss.
Yes.
You'll learn very quickly.
Yeah.
Not to, you know.
Yes.
But if someone tells you, no, don't do this, keep your bus fare, your taxi money, and then you can go on. But what happens when that person is not there?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Then you'll finish your money. So when you have to walk to work,
Yeah.
that day,
You learn.
you learn.
You learn
And I think
very
for
fast.
me, that's the biggest teacher than telling people, hey, don't do this, don't buy this, don't, you know, people must make the mistakes and try to recover from them.
Yes. So what I'm getting is paint the picture, allow them to experiment and make their own mistakes, learn the hard way, and get it done better.
That's it. And
Yeah.
it's a philosophy that I was saying earlier, I'm raising my son with, you know. I have to advise him that this is hot.
Yes.
You know, and I've taught him a sound. I say, shh. He understands that I'm communicating. He's 1 year old. That is hot, right? But after I've advised him that, it's entirely up to him what he does with that information.
Yes.
I've advised him that thing is hot. If he decides to touch it, then that's a learning curve.
Okay, yeah.
And he did once.
Yeah.
I said, shh. He touched it. Now, when he sees that hot object,
Yes.
he tells me, shh.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now, once you've had the experience, you can now teach others.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
But if every time he went there, I took him away and I didn't advise him
Yes.
that you've got an option, Aliko.
Yeah.
It's either you touch that thing and I've advised you that it's shh, or you come to me and we sit and watch TV.
Yes.
So if you decide that you want to test it out,
Yes.
test it out, and,
Yes.
and that becomes your life experience.
Yes, I like that. And on that note, how do you manage your finance at home?
Budgets are the best thing.
Yes.
So budgeting is, so I sit down every month and I budget, you know. And a lot of people don't stick to budgets, and that's why their households haven't got the equilibrium.
Yes.
Excuse me. Even on groceries, you know, if you walk into a Woolworths or Pick and Pay without a budget, you're gonna spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right. But if you walk in with a list and a comparative list, and for some, you know, those broad papers are very important, because you can even get the broad papers.
Yes.
Write the specials.
Yes.
Write that buy two and get one free.
Yes.
Get the deals.
Yes.
You know, get a smart shopper. Get to know the environment of saving.
Yes.
Now, if you've got a plan around that, then your household will be fine.
Yes.
But if, as I say, you jump into the car and you just go to Woolworths with the trolley, you're gonna come out with like 7,000 rands worth of stuff that you might not even need.
Exactly.
You know, so for me, I find that budgeting is very important.
Yes.
And that's what I've learned, and it's something that I've even learned recently, to say, when you budget for things, you can get them, and when you plan for things, you know, and you time the things. So you want a new couch, right? Do you just go and buy it now, or do you shop around?
Yes.
For like a month or two.
Yeah.
You go to different shops, you see, okay, this is where it's at, this is where it's at. Because impulse is probably the biggest thing that damages equilibrium in household budgets. So also, just, you know, you see a TV you like, just because you see it at this one shop, why don't you compare 2-3 other shops?
Yeah.
You know, you don't just see it and you're like, I like it, I'm buying it.
Yes.
So planning and budgeting, I think, are the two biggest things to run a household.
Yes. And Bobby Knight once said that most people have the will to win, but few have the will to prepare to win.
Yeah.
You've built Avatar.
Yeah.
So you are one of the few that had the will to prepare to win.
Sure.
What are the business challenges that you endure even now, and how do you overcome that?
So at every part of the business, you endure problems and difficulties. Entrepreneurship is a very hard road.
Yes.
And I've been an entrepreneur all my life. It is not easy.
Yes.
And at every stage, I thought, if you're making a lot of money, you won't have problems. But the problems are even bigger.
Yeah.
You know, what is it? I know you quoted Nat. I feel bad by quoting Notorious B.I.G. now. I'm bringing down the level. but it is more money, more problems, you know, because now we've got 3 offices in Cape Town, Durban and Joburg, over 100 people, to manage those people.
Yes.
And especially creatives. You know, I manage the creative department. There's a lot of human elements that you deal with. And also, you know, I read a lot. What I found, the problem is when you're an entrepreneur, you're so into your business that you end up being de-skilled.
Yes.
You know, because you're not knowing, you're not doing an MBA, you're just focusing on your business. So I found that some of the difficulties have got, and we're very privileged to have the internet, have got papers and have got literature that you can read up about.
Yes.
And also, whether you're a small business, whether you're a medium-sized business, whether you're a huge business, cash flow is always a problem.
Yes.
And that's what I've learned.
Yes.
You know, it doesn't matter how big your billings are. I mean, we bill 200 million turnover, but you still have to manage the cash flow.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter how much money you're making. It matters how much cash flow you have.
Yes.
Because you can make a lot of money,
Yes.
but if you don't have cash flow, you don't have a business.
Yes.
So those are all problems that we have. But also just remaining close to the pulse of your business, because as a founder of a business, sometimes you think your business is great, but if you don't talk to your clients, or you don't talk to your customers, maybe your business has changed. Maybe,
Yes.
and that's why whenever I speak to my staff, I'm very concerned about culture. You know, that's the only thing I say in my business. What is the culture? How do we treat people? How do we treat clients? Because you might sit there thinking that your business is great,
Yes.
but down here the people are experiencing the business. So the difficulty of actually having to always be on the pulse of what your business is doing is also a very big difficulty.
Yes.
And time, and also just the mental and physical stress that you have as an entrepreneur.
Yes.
It impacts your family, it impacts your friendships, and those are just the sacrifices that we do to do what we do. But it's a difficult road. And a lot of people, you know, you see on social media, it looks glamorous, but the reality is that it is
It's hard.
actually the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So
And I'm a lawyer. I could just be maybe sitting there somewhere writing contract law or something.
Yes.
But it's definitely, and I think the people that want to follow that must understand that it's not glitz and glam.
yes, and I like that because it's authentic. Because most people make it look easy, and we know it's not easy. We know it's very, very. It's one of the difficult or hardest job to ever take on, because it's only not the job, it's also the responsibilities that it comes with. Looking after people is not a joke.
And not only those people. I mean, as I said, we employ over 100 people. That's 100 families.
Yes.
So each person probably impacts 4 or 5 other people.
Yes.
You know, so, and they rely on your leadership to survive,
Yes.
and to grow,
Yes.
and to buy cars and to buy properties. So that burden is an unnatural burden. And you know, I usually say on social media that it also gives you this weird unnatural ability, because in a business there's something going very well and very wrong at the same time.
Yes.
So you always balance that. Emotionally, that's very tricky.
Yeah.
You're very happy, but you're also very concerned.
Yes.
So emotionally, it takes a lot to run a business as well. Yeah, but it's not as easy as it looks on Instagram and Twitter, I guess.